So the reason why this is on my mind is I just got back kind of later last night from Little Rock, Arkansas. And if you've ever been to Little Rock, Arkansas, you've been. That, and I think that's probably the most I could say is you've been. Nice little town, met some really nice people. Actually had a really had a fun time meeting people at the hotel and even on the shuttle. My Uber driver was fantastic. It was like talking to my grandmother from the South, so I loved it. But anyway, I was in Little Rock for the Business Transition Summit, which is a one-day conference that is built around understanding the whole business transitions and exit planning process, because every single business at some point will have a transition, and it's just a matter of how effective and how well that transition goes. Really depends on how you run your business. And so that's the part that I really want to get into, is what exit planning is, because it isn't just about crossing that finish line. That's not the exit planning that you need to do as a business owner. Exit planning is really about how strong you run the race through that finish line. And so if you think about, for example, running a marathon, if you've ever ran a marathon, I never have. I've only ran a series of 5Ks because I just don't believe there's any reason to run further than that unless something is chasing you. And even then, I've got some questions about why you should run further than that. But anyway, that's just me. I would much rather be on my bike, and I can ride forever on that thing. But anyway, if you think about a marathon, the goal is to get to the finish line under a certain number of time. I think it's like 6 hours that you have to complete the thing, and obviously you want to try to get under 4 hours to feel like you're a good runner. And then if you can get around 2 or 2.5 hours, then you're a super elite runner. But how you prepare for that race determines how well you cross the finish line. Are you going to run across? Are you going to sprint across? Are you going to crawl across? Are you going to need somebody to help carry you across? That all depends on how well you've prepared and how well you've run that race. So real quick note about the Business Transition Summit. I went to Little Rock to attend that because I've been in talks with the organizers of that event for a few months, and we are bringing that to Scottsdale. And so I'm going to be the local chair of that conference here in Scottsdale.